brilliant people. Firstly, sorry there was no video last week. I'm in the middle of finalising the renovations on this place, which is something that I'm going to be talking about in the future. And anyway, so to make up for it, this video has actually got two parts to it. So what I'll do is I'll upload the second part early next week as, to make up for it. Okay, so let's get on with it. So today, I'm going to actually start to talk about a new series. And this series is actually about helping you get the resources that you need in your physical life so that you can achieve your potential in the world. So when we work with our intuition and our integrity, our internal relationship with ourselves, our realization of who we really are, money's got nothing to do with that. We can realize who we really are without money. But in the civilization we have currently, if you want to be able to fully express who you really are, you're going to need resources. Now, some of those resources you already have, your friends, your network, whatever your intuition has given you as far as sort of creative products or intellectual property. I mean, these things you already have. But let's face it, in our civilization, money is the resource that is the most useful, that we can most easily convert into the things that we need to be able to fully realize our vision for our intuition, for what we want to create with that as an expression of our integrity. So this is what we're going to talk about in this new playlist or this new series. So why am I talking about this? Well, this channel is about living intuitively and living in your intuition, and which is the same thing, I suppose. But living in your integrity is what I meant to say. And as far as I'm concerned, the more people who have money, who actually do have a strong sense of connection to their integrity, the better. If we are going to actually co-create a future that is much better than the one that we have, we need more people who do have that influence, that capacity to create things, that power in the world that money gives us. Now, if I can do something to help you have more capacity to influence the future that we all co-create together, I'm here for it. So that's why I'm starting this new series. This channel, I'm still going to be talking about the fundamentals of intuition, but I'm going to pepper through it a few of these things about what you can do to start to build the resources that you need in order to be able to fully live and fully express your integrity. So let's get started. So the first thing that you probably need to do is change your relationship with money. Now, that is not to say that you haven't been working on it. A lot of people are actually, they are aware that they need money to be able to realize some of the things that they want to create. And they've been working on it energetically, and they've been working on it with affirmations. Maybe they even buy a lottery ticket from time to time. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that a lot of the times when we talk about money from an energetic or intuitive perspective, we talk about the fact that money is energy. But let's face it, everything is energy. The chair I'm sitting on is energy. I'm talking to you via electromagnetic energy. Like, it's all energy. So when we say that money is energy, that doesn't really help us a lot. It actually helps us more if we think about what money is in the physical, which is a means of exchange. So I've talked about exchange in a previous video. So I've talked about how we can either be in exchange or out of exchange, or have a mutually expansive exchange, which obviously is the best way to deal with our money, because then certainly we'll, well, it's easier to get together the resources that we need. But we need to start this process by having, strangely, more, just like any relationship, more of a mutually expansive relationship with our own money. And that'll make more sense when you think about the fact that what money actually wants to do is make more money. So it just in the same way as, like, if you want to have a good relationship with a friend or a partner, you want to actually, you know, hopefully they have your back and support you in your dreams, but you also want to help them with their dreams, with their purposes. And that is how we create a mutually expansive exchange. Well, it's the same with your relationship with money. You want to help money achieve its purpose, which is creating more money. And obviously that's helpful for you. But in order to start that process, you need to do something in the physical. And I mean something, you know, not just buying a lottery ticket, which is nice, but let's face it, you have no control over if you win the lotto or the whatever lottery it is or not, because if you did, you'd have already won it. So yes, I mean, I'm not saying you can't buy lottery tickets, as long as obviously you're not you're doing that appropriately, but you can't control that outcome. So when I'm talking about doing something in the physical, I mean something in the physical that you have control over, that you can determine what happens when you do this. And because money is a physical means of exchange, we need to do something physical to get that process started. So in the next video, which I'm going to upload on the other side of the weekend, or at least make it available for you, so in that video I will talk about a simple way to get started, that you can actually start to get together some resources for yourself. You can take that first step by doing one simple thing in the physical. So what you need to do is, just over the weekend, or whenever it is that you actually listen to this video, have a think about whether or not you having the means to have a full expression of your intuition and your integrity in this life, whether that means enough to you for you to actually be willing to do something in the physical to make that happen. So do that, because you're doing that to support your own brilliance. And yes, well, to do that, it helps if you remember that you're brilliant.